If you have a few wedding and portrait shoots under your belt and you've thought to yourself, can I turn this into something real? Can I turn this into an actual business? This video is for you. I've shot over 500 weddings and portraits in my photography career, and I've made just about every mistake you can think of. But I've also learned exactly what it takes from having very few bookings to booking a full calendar out, charging rates that I'm proud of, and running a business that doesn't burn me out. Today, I'm going to tell you what I wish somebody told me when I first started out. So you can book more clients, so you can charge more, so you can have more freedom, and you can actually make a living doing this. You see, you're in what I call the middle zone. You're not a beginner, you've been paid, you've shot real clients, and best of all, you know your way around the camera. That's 50% of the job. But you're also not running a stable business yet. You don't have systems in place, you're not booking consistently, and deep down you're asking yourself, man, can I really do this? Can I really make a living from photography? The answer is yes, you can. But how do you know you're ready to step into something more? If these next 3 signs apply to you, keep watching. Let's cover the D, the V, and the D. Demand, value, and desire. So number 1, you've been paid more than once. This means that you've proven that there's demand for your work. People like what you're offering them, and they're happy with it. People value what you have to offer. Number 2, clients rave about your photos. You're not just getting booked, you're delivering value. You're getting great feedback from your clients. And best of all, you're helping people remember the most important parts of their lives. I remember the first time I realized I was bringing real value in a wedding, and it still happens to this day. Say me too in the comments if this has happened to you. You go to shoot a wedding, and the guests, the bridesmaids, family, and friends are all thanking you and telling you what a great job you're doing, even though they've never seen any of the photos. They haven't looked at the back of your camera one time, yet they know you've done a great job. Because of how you've been with them, how you've acted, how helpful you've been, you're directing them well, various reasons why they're telling you this. And number 3, you've thought about going full-time, about raising your prices, and you kind of want to make this whole thing official, right? This is the desire from you to change, right? To up your game, to create something else or more. This is the big one. You're not just interested in photography anymore. You want to turn this into a profession, into a real business. That tells me you're ready for strategy, not just another preset, not just another editing tutorial, not another Photoshop hack, not another Lightroom shortcut, a real business strategy. And one of the biggest truths in photography is that talent isn't enough. Being a great photographer isn't what separates the photographers that thrive from the photographers that burn out. That doesn't make a difference. I know amazing photographers who never make more than a few $1,000s a year with their photography. I also know amazing, fantastic, world-class photographers who went to prestigious schools like Parsons, NYU, Brooks Institute, that spent $200,000-$300,000 on their education, and one works at her dad's construction company, the other one works at a camera store, and the third one works at Starbucks. So what separates the great photographers from the mediocre photographers? It's not talent. What really separates them is that they know how to run a business. I know photographers that are mediocre, but they make multiple hundreds of $1,000s a year because they know how to run a business. They know how to price properly. They know how to create a client journey from A to Z with no bumps in the road. They pre-qualify their inquiries. They've automated parts or all of their processes. They outsource MWAs, minimum wage activities, of things that do not bring value to their work, right? Get a VA that do their work. Get somebody else to do work for you. You might not be there yet, but you'll get there. And most of all, they understand sales, value, and positioning. The hard truth is if you're winging it, I promise you, you will burn out. And I know this because the first 5 years of my business, I treated it more like a hobby than an actual business. And I wanted to quit so many times. I was so burned out. I had so much work and very little money to show for it. But then I hired a business coach. And that's when I started learning to think like a business owner and an entrepreneur. And it changed everything for me. If you're ready to scale your photography business, or if you're ready to finally turn your hobby and passion into a real business, it all starts with nailing down your pricing. In the next video, I'll show you how I doubled my prices and started booking dream clients consistently without changing my camera gear and without changing my editing style. Check out the next video over here, and I'll see you there.